Hey, it's Brad from your afternoon drive home on the new Click 98.9 Modern Music here with Mary Lambert. Hi, Mary.
Hi.
How's your morning been?
It's been awesome. I'm wearing jeggings.
You're wearing jeggings? I just saw jeggings. I know they've been out for a while, but
Yeah.
I just saw them for the first time like yesterday.
I just bought these yesterday. I've never worn jeggings, and I'm like, this is perfect.
What was your morning like? So here's what happened, everybody. I've been here for 6 hours waiting for the starlet over here to show up. No, I'm just kidding.
Have you? No.
Come on.
Okay.
I'm the afternoon guy. I don't get up till noon usually,
Okay.
so I was here just a little bit ago.
Okay.
Anyway, now that I'm done shaming you.
Okay.
Let's talk. I promise only the next 30 seconds will be about Macklemore.
Okay.
Because I'm sure your interviews are like, let's talk about Macklemore.
What's it like?
Yeah, what's it like? And I don't care about that stuff. What I want to know is, what was the process of him, or was it him or Ryan that reached out to you, or just the camp, or?
Yeah, Hollis, who sings on White Walls, actually.
Oh, okay.
She was sort of a sounding board for their album.
Yeah.
She was really integral to the process, and she and I had been friends. She's been like my biggest fan and sort of my mentor in the poetry world.
Cool.
And so they were sort of stuck on the chorus. I think they had reached out to a bunch of people that were like, oh, we don't want to touch this. It's a little too much. We don't want to be a gay artist.
Right.
And I was like, cool, but I'm gay. And I would like to do this song. So they sent it to me at like 3 p.m. and I had 3 hours, and then I went in the studio and we tracked it.
That's cool.
The first time I met him.
Oh, wow. And so, I mean, you're a Seattle artist.
Mm-hmm.
He is a Seattle artist, technically. Paths haven't crossed before then?
No. I mean, he had done some stuff with the poetry community too, yeah. But at this point he was getting bigger. I mean, he did his European tour, mm-hmm. and I was playing venues to 4 people. Yeah, I was not known
Best
at all.
way to play,
including my mother.
Okay, I get it. A little nerve-wracking. It kind of makes you nervous. And that's the end of the interview. I'm just kidding. No, but we are done talking about Macklemore. I don't know a ton about you.
Okay.
And that excites me in interviews because.
Hey. Hi.
That excites me in interviews because normally when an artist comes in, mm-hmm. you know everything about them because it's been on here and on there and stuff mm-hmm. like that, and that's boring. Yeah. So let's learn about you a little
Okay.
bit. Started in the poetry kind of thing?
Mm-hmm. Well, I started music. I went to Cornish College of the Arts for composing.
Oh, okay.
So I have a little bit of a classical background, playing classical cello, and then I found poetry when I was like 19. And it was just it's an entirely different art form, and mm-hmm. There's a rawness to it that I couldn't really express in music because you have to have a technical structure when you're writing music. And then I found poetry, and I was like, cool, I can just say whatever I want to say, and I can swear.
However I want to do
Amazing. So and then I started mixing the two of them, and sort of that's where I found my niche, and that's on the EP too, which I'm really excited for.
We just had some artists. I don't know, have you heard of American Authors?
Mm-mm.
They're kind of a new artist. I mean, they've been together for 6 years, but you know how that is. You can be working for 20 years and then become a new artist.
Yeah.
But we were just talking to them, and they're all trained at Berkeley in music.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was weird for me, honestly, and that's not a slight to the rest of the music industry, but it was weird for me to see people who were technically musicians. Like, they were technically trained, and they did this whole thing where they just played one note and sang their whole song over the one note. And like, see, that's how you know melody works, because it was like, you know, so is that like, because of your training, does that help you out? Like when you're structuring, kind of building up a song? Big time.
Being able to know theory extensively, or having a classical background, especially, well, I like to do a lot of I'll write a song and then I'll record the piano part on my keyboard because I have a cool keyboard that does that, and then I can compose strings around that, so I have all of the counter melodies on there, and then just the different vocal ideas, because then I can layer vocals using that programming.
Oh, okay.
So it's really fun. So then I get a full composition of a song, and I'm able to arrange and orchestrate that.
I mean, do you, at this point, do you do a lot of your own home kind of, I mean, obviously writing and stuff, but do you do a lot of like putting stuff together at home and then kind of taking it into a studio? Is that kind of how it works?
That's usually what I do. Yeah. But now, I mean, I've just started working with the label, and I've just started working with Eric Ross in LA. And he was like Tori Amos's producer, and he did Sarah Bareilles' Little Voice. And he's amazing. And he and I really vibe. So we're kind of we're sending stuff, and I go in the studio, and it's like we have very similar writing processes. Cool. So it's been fun working with him.
I'm trying to learn keys right now.
Okay.
I don't know anything about music. I'm just a drummer.
Who needs to know?
Yeah. Drums, you don't know anything about music when you're a drummer. You're just like, I don't know. Just back
I
here.
cannot play the drums for
That's, yeah.
poo-poo.
For poo-poo. That's good. The TV safe version. I've gotten in trouble before for not being TV safe. But yeah, the drums for me it's cool. I mean, it gives you the rhythm, but I didn't know how to play keys, so I got this guy who's going to teach me to play keys. I'm the most excited I've ever been about learning anything in my life.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
So nice for you.
So maybe once I learn a few chords, we can hang out again. What are you working on right now?
Well, the EP comes out on Tuesday, and the single is like just starting to hit Seattle radio. But right now it's Bananas and Pajamas for my life because we're circulating that. But the full length should come out in the spring. That's the plan. But I'm trying to do a lot of shows in between then and sleep sometimes.
Just a little bit. Because
I'm
you are
trying
a
to
comfy bed enthusiast,
I
according to your
am.
Twitter profile.
I just got a new bed too. It's
Nice.
so comfy.
The important things in life, music and sleep.
Yep.
So you just got the label. You're just starting to play with people in LA and on a kind of a bigger level. Anything different? I mean, other than the cool experiences, right?
Yeah.
It's just a cool experience. But you, 6 months ago, are you starting to think about things differently in music than you were?
Now the possibilities are endless.
Right.
Whereas before it was like, okay, what is my budget? Like,
Yeah.
okay, what song do I have to, like, I had to think much more in a business mindset, which is really weird to think that now that I'm with a label, which is this, corporate
You feel
thing,
freer.
I'm like so much freer to create. And the reason they signed me is because of my, of who I am as a creative person.
Right.
So I get free reign. Like I am in complete control of everything that happens. So that, the title of the EP is called Welcome to the Age of My Body. And it has 2 poems about body image.
That's great.
And like another poem about how I wanted to commit suicide. Like,
Yeah.
And I got to do that.
Yeah.
And they were cool with it.
And that's kind of a rare thing.
Yeah.
In the industry, really. You always hear these big bad label stories,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But do you think that knowing the business side of things, excuse me, being forced to know the business side of things has helped you?
I think it's invaluable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because now I know what I need to get done, and like I know who would be the best person for the job, and I'm it's nice because I'm in a position to sort of delegate. Because at first when I signed, I was like, what do you think I should do? And they're like, well, what do you want to call the EP? And I was like, I get to decide? And I was like, okay, cool. I know how this works. I'm in control.
Yeah.
So
That's actually pretty rare. I mean, I think it's becoming less rare now with people, like you and like Macklemore and like other artists who are kind of writing their own path, so to speak.
Yeah.
Now labels are seeking people out instead of the other way around.
Yeah.
Which is so cool.
Yeah.
I think it's really good for music.
I think so too.
But like, what I've noticed a lot with artists who don't get the business side, it's like
You
you can't play the game because entertainment is a business, kids.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna be famous, and that's your goal, A, get out. B, if you want to create something amazing, you gotta know the business.
It's true. You have to have both sides of it. Because when I first did my very first EP, I was like, I don't care if it's commercially viable. I just want to make this avant-garde, weird stuff. And I still stand by that. I made the artistic album that I wanted to make. But as the years have progressed, I think, like, it's okay that I want my song to be on the radio. Well, it's okay,
Everyone goes, oh, so-and-so sold out. They're a radio artist now. Nope, they decided to make money doing what they love.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
My goal at this entire time is like, can I support myself as a musician?
Right. Because if not, you're not going to be able to focus on what you want to do.
Yeah. And then you're on a bigger platform to reach more people and make a bigger impact. Like I wouldn't have signed with a label unless I thought that my reach couldn't get bigger.
Right.
Because it's not just about ego or career. It's that I really feel like I have something important to say, and I know that it's been resonating with people. So if I can reach that on a global standpoint, then that's cool.
Yeah.
Then I want to do that.
So you say you can sing, prove it. I'm just kidding. We were talking earlier before you got here.
I thought you were holding the microphone.
Yeah, we were talking earlier before you got here, and I was just gonna start the interview doing a completely Russian accent.
Amazing.
Just be like, "Hi, my name Brad. This Mary. She sing proof." Like just do this whole thing, but we didn't do it. No. This is Mary Lambert. We're gonna put up things at the bottom of this video that tell you where to find her awesomeness. And
did you like that?
That was good. Very infomercial of you. Call this number now.
Now.
And we'll see you at the next interview.
And buy a shake weight.
Buy a shake weight.